EU diplomats say they barely considered letting Americans in for Europe's reopening. The US was never going to make it. Trump promised that America would be respected. Instead, we are the smelly kid of the global community. As an American, I'm utterly shocked that we were even barely considered. We shouldn't have been considered at all. All these headlines are phrased in a way to make the EU sound anti-American. Not true. These decisions are based on trying to reduce the spread of the virus, nothing else. As an American, I agree with their decision wholeheartedly. Americans have shown time and again that a significant portion of our populace, at the very least, cannot be trusted to use their brains and not endanger everyone else. Another country that's on most places' shit list right now is Brazil. America is on the same level as Brazil in this regard. Let that one sink in. A country being mismanaged by an inept yet powerful dictatorship is doing just as good as we are. Hooray, I'm so proud. Apparently Ireland is no longer in Europe, as travel to and from USA has not stopped. A lot of people in Ireland very anxious about this, but government is just ignoring it. I guess that's the problem when US corporations account for a big chunk of the economy. American here, just a friendly reminder, I hope everyone on a global scale is making it through okay during these tough times. Odd thing is that we haven't yet heard of this angering the Orange One and what kind of retaliation he would enact, because this is exactly the sort of thing he would find unfair. Like how the G7 doesn't want Putin back in the clubhouse. I gotta get citizenship somewhere else. My country makes my head spin. Disappointed face. Trump is getting that wall he always wanted. This is the best TLDR I could make. Original, https://www. Business Insider. com/us Europe travel coronavirus American never going to make cut 2020-7, reduced by 80%. I'm a bot. EU officials eliminated the US early on while deciding which countries to allow in for their initial reopening on July 1, NBC News reported Thursday, citing 3 diplomats, Evan Vucci/AP. In total, 15 countries made the list that allows residents to travel to the EU's member states from July 1. The decision not to open the EU to travelers from the US will no doubt have an impact on Europe's tourism industry, but the diplomats said they never took that into consideration. Extended summary, http://np. Reddit. com/r/auditldr/comments/ga/eu_diplomats_say_barely_considered_letting/faq, http://np. Reddit. com/r/auditldr/comments/31b9fm/faq_auditldr_bot/version 2. 02-503861TL, DRS so far. Feedback, http://np. Reddit. com/message/compose, 2=%23 auditldr PMs and comments are monitored, constructive feedback is welcome. Top keywords, country #1 diplomat #2 coronavirus #3 cases #4 maid #5. I just flew into America from the Middle East. No temperature check, no health screening, not even a suggestion of hey you should quarantine, nothing. Most of the American staff members weren't even wearing masks. It was terrifying. It's been almost 4 months since I've lost my job. I've been home most of the time. Whenever I go out it's only been for groceries or to take long drives. I wear my mask each time. It saddens me seeing the path my country is taking. We are far from united. The American politicizing of reopening comes down to one issue, aggressively vilifying social welfare. It's no coincidence that the states having the biggest problem with rising cases are the traditionally conservative states, aside from New York and CA, which are primarily due to population density. This has left their populations en masse without any form of safety net, although the rest of the country is also considerably worse off than many of our first world counterparts too. This isn't just a right-wing problem, this is a systemic American problem. There's nothing for people to fall back on, so they must reopen while also convincing their constituents that it's the right thing to do, it's for the good of the economy, the virus is a democratic hoax / the numbers are exaggerated / you can't trust the CDC / Fauci. Ultimately their strategy relies on the virus just going away on its own. Hopefully this is a wake-up call that we need a stronger welfare system for exactly this reason, and we need to vote people into power who also recognize that and will actively work to fix the problem. Anything less is a failure. It's infuriating that my state is probably hitting the benchmarks and has a much closer to European curve, but the rest of the country is fucking it up for us. I want out so badly. I'm legitimately scared for my life and my family. I have been furloughed from remote work and have enough savings to live for like a year without working. I would very much prefer to spend that money in a country that understands science and safety. Congratulations, America. We did this shit to ourselves. As an American, I'm glad. We need to stop the spread of this virus worldwide as much as possible. And the US is really bad right now and not doing much to stop it. I just hope they reopen their borders after a few years to the US so I can move out of this country, once we have a better handle on the pandemic. American here. Please keep us out for as long as possible. People here don't care about the virus. Everybody is more concerned with their daily lives and social lives over some invisible virus that many people haven't even had anybody they know come down with. Hopefully our country will stop being the laughing stock of the world, but so long as Trump is in the WH we're all fucked royally. My goodness, it's a bit of an embarrassment to be an American these days. Hey Red Hats! Is this the America made great again that you wanted? US citizen here. That's fair and I don't blame you a bit. Good. We are a global threat right now until there's a vaccine or the disease burns itself out in a worst-case scenario of infection. Plague and idiocy means we'll be a viral reservoir for COVID-19 to be passed around in and possibly significantly mutate, a bug chaser's dream home but not much else. Clearly, if we can't prevent a racist toddler from destroying this country and its reputation, then we can't be trusted with anything. We are failed badly. Looking at you, Mitch. I gave up on my country. This is stupid. Slow response to the pandemic. I think you mean non-existing response. We ain't mad, Europe. The sane ones of us at least, we applaud you for not considering it. I mean, I think every country should bar US citizens from traveling. Maybe then our government would actually respond how they are supposed to instead of making everything out to be fake news. The US was never going to make it. It's like the epitaph for MAGA. Europeans are jealous we're achieving herd stupidity before them. Funny thing is, the people that's causing these spike in case #S in the States aren't usually the ones who travel overseas a lot. Hopefully there is some kind of sanctuary for countries less capable. I am an American who was stuck in Croatia for 2020 so far and I'm planning to fly to Germany on July 31st. Are Americans allowed to travel within the EU? Thanks. Ugh. I am truly ashamed to be a US citizen. I was planning on going to Europe the first time this summer and was totally intending to lie about not being from the USA. Murica. Fuck yeah. Most Americans can't afford to travel far beyond their state, so this unfortunately won't move the needle of opinion. It will only affect lower upper class on up. Haha, yeah, we totally deserve it. As an American, I hope the entire world prevents us from entering their borders. We're a plague on the earth, figuratively and literally at this point. As an American who has lived in Europe and traveled in Europe extensively, it bothers me so much that I won't be able to experience heaven, an American-less Europe. It is going to be divine. As someone who has taken every precaution during this epidemic, and had a 4-month trip to Europe planned starting in August, I am feeling the slightest bit of animosity towards the US government.